Honeycrisp season finally arrived on September 25th, and the new Cobra Kai Season 4 teaser, along with the skit beforehand, did not disappoint. We saw more new footage from the upcoming season and a release date, December 31st. With new teams being formed left and right for the upcoming All Valley tournament, this seems to be a classic case of loser leaving town. Like the previous teaser, what is the meaning behind new footage that we got quick cuts of? This is my breakdown, analysis, and theories of the da-eun Cobra Kai Season 4 teaser, as we'll be going shot by shot to analyze what's to come December 31st. The first shot we see is of the valley, similar to the ending of Season 3, where we next cut to where we left off on December 19th, with Daniel and Johnny starting to train their students together, specifically talking about their rivalry. We see then Daniel sparring with Sam, followed by Johnny sparring with Miguel. We can assume that these shots are from a different day or a future day, due to Miguel now sporting longer hair, and also no more visible wounds on both Daniel and Miguel. We then see a shot of Miyagi-Do's students meditating, with Daniel's narration of the urgency of working together for the All Valley tournament, and we then see Tori striking a dummy in the Cobra Kai dojo, followed by Kyler slamming someone to the mat. As Kyler celebrates his victory, the next shot is the Cobra Kai dojo filled with both old and new faces. We see Robbie with the visible scar on his forehead from losing to the locker, followed by Kreese with a new shorter haircut. Daniel seems to finish his speech, only to be interrupted by Johnny with the conflicting statement on how to handle Cobra Kai. We see Dimitri visibly confused, followed by Sam and Miguel looking at each other with worried looks. As we see Dimitri and Sam begin to spar, Johnny throws something at Dimitri for some reason, while Johnny's voice can be heard saying that they need a pre-strike, with Daniel voicing his disagreement. Mitch can be seen agreeing with Johnny, while Chris shakes his head, as Sam and Miguel look confused again, with Johnny and Daniel trying to come to a compromise. We see Kreese biting an apple in front of Amanda at a store. Johnny seems to upset Daniel with a crane kick, who is wearing umpire gear again like Mr. Miyagi. Robbie and Tori look at each other, while in Cobra Kai, Daniel and Johnny fist bump each other again, and we then see Hawk in a heated confrontation with Kenny, a new Cobra Kai student, while Nate looks on. What we can assume is the prom because of the corsage. We see Robbie dipping presumably Tori, Carmen and Johnny still on good terms, Tori at an event or the prom dressed as Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Daniel and Johnny training in a warehouse where Daniel was climbing a chain, presumably the same place where Johnny was breaking cement blocks, Johnny being shown the wheel technique by Daniel, and either Sam or Devin doing gymnastics in a gym as Johnny looks on in the background. Kreese is shown smiling and turning around to see his new visitor, Terry Silver, as we see the same shot from the prior teaser of him tying his hair together, and Silver training in the Cobra Kai gym. After the Cobra Kai logo, we see Amanda and Daniel discussing the family safety riding on the tournament, and the teaser ending with the date of December 31st. As always, I try not to do so many theories unless there's some kind of weighted evidence in the series or a teaser, but with this new teaser out, we can recap on some theories from the previous teaser, new theories from this teaser, and other predictions, including some key details I noted. Prior to the teaser itself, there was a skit involving Sholo, Mary, Jacob, Gianni, Peyton, and Tanner on getting the teaser on a VHS tape over the Netflix. The first notable shot is Jacob slapping on a new label on the tape over Marty Cope's Tahiti Vacation 98. This is a throwback to Karate Kid Part 3, where Terry Silver agrees to help Kreese and sends him to Tahiti to recover while he enacts his revenge plan on Daniel. While this could simply be an Easter egg, this could be a subtle nod at some more backstory we could hear from both Kreese and Silver as they are catching up throughout the series. As the team begins to suit up for their mission, Mary dresses in all black like a covert operative and is told that it's a little too much by the rest of the gang. Her outfit is very similar to what the Alpha Elite wore in the next Karate Kid, when they crashed the prom via bungee jumping, complete with black hat and all, sans the Alpha Elite logo. Now that we know that the prom is a future plotline in the show, I doubt we could see Julie Pierce anytime soon in Season 4, but this could hint at a huge confrontation at the prom before the All Valley, much how like there was one in next Karate Kid. Notably, Tanner Buchanan is the only one not a part of the official mission to get the teaser over to Netflix. Now this is a huge shot in the dark, and I could be completely wrong about this, but hear me out. This could lead to two potential theories. The first, that since Peyton is on the team, she finally has a redemption arc and joins up with Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do either after the tournament or near the end of it. This one is a little tough to believe, considering that we know Tori and Robbie are going to have a romantic arc thanks to these two teasers, but right now anything is up for pure speculation until the series is here. The second being that since Tanner is on his own and was able to get the teaser over to Netflix, it is likely he is going to win the All Valley Championship for Cobra Kai, which is also an outcome heavily speculated due to people wondering where the series would go if Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang won the tournament. Now, the reason why I'm suspecting these two far-out theories is that if any of my early subscribers remember my video about Reunited Apart, Martin Kove and Tanner Buchanan were absent from the reunion of Cobra Kai and Karate Kid cast members, despite being main characters in the show. The video even ended with Martin instructing Tanner in the ways of Cobra Kai, and because a new teaser at the time also showed Robbie's fight with Sean after taking Kreese's advice, I correctly predicted that the teaser, the main season 3 trailer, and Reunited Apart all point towards Kreese either teaching or convincing Robbie to join Cobra Kai, which he did. The series is known for throwing subtle hints in interviews, YouTube videos, the video game, etc. right in front of us, hoping we won't notice, but that isn't always the case. One of the more interesting and funnier shots of the skit is Sholo being attacked by an eagle. This is an obvious reference to Sholo being Eagle Fang, but this would also point towards Johnny and Daniel possibly splitting due to the leaked video of Sholo in a red gi and a black gi in the previous teaser. Now, let's move on to some moments from the core of the teaser itself. The first thing that sticks out like a sore thumb is a slight friction between Johnny and Daniel. As noted in my previous trailer breakdown, this could be why they end up competing separately, at least at what we've seen so far in the leaked footage and prior teaser, but together, as the common goal is to take down Cobra Kai at all costs. Another shot that points to this outside of the narration is the fact that Daniel gets upset with Johnny imitating the crane kick. Another hint that this could occur where Daniel and Johnny blow up at each other is the background music for most of Daniel's speech, which is Apartment Skirmish, the music that played where Daniel and Johnny fight inside Johnny's apartment. We also see Daniel giving Johnny a look when he throws a water bottle at Dimitri, although we do see a later point that they are training in the same warehouse Johnny was breaking cement blocks in. This is something we'll have to wait and see. We also see the return of Kyler. It seems that he's still relishing in the power that is Cobra Kai, as he's slamming someone to the mat and still being cocky, while also being shown along with old and new students. My prediction for him is that he will compete in the All Valley tournament and possibly go against his old victims, whether it be Hawk, Dimitri, or Miguel. There are two things about Kreese I like to talk about, and the first is his haircut. I'm not sure if this has any significance, but it seems to be much shorter compared to Season 2 and Season 3. Outside of this, we see Kreese biting an apple in front of Amanda. Although this seems pretty insignificant at first, remember that for all we know, Kreese still has a restraining order on Amanda. This could lead to another confrontation between the two, as they haven't seen each other since the city council meeting regarding the All Valley tournament. As I noted in my previous trailer breakdown, I predicted Hawk could have been one of the figures in the dojo, and this would make sense as we see him confronting Kenny in the newest teaser. This has to be in an earlier part of the season, especially that Hawk still has his red mohawk. I would suspect that him showing up to the dojo is some kind of ambush or retaliation when he goes to confront Cobra Kai. We also see Robbie dipping presumably Tori at the prom, and the fact that they are looking at each other in the dojo would also add to the presumed romance that was hinted at in the last teaser, so it looks like this could still be an arc that could play out in the show, not to mention the interesting shot of Tori dressed as Ariel at either the prom itself or a stage play. The last shot we see is presumably Sam or Devin doing gymnastics, as you can see Johnny watching in the background. Now, if this is Devin doing gymnastics, this could mean that Johnny is scouting for more people to join Eagle Fang to combat against Cobra Kai. We also see more of Terry Silver, and most importantly, we see him training in the dojo. My guess is that Daniel and Terry will have a fight at some point, or better yet, we will have Daniel and Johnny taking on both Kreese and Silver. Silver could be training just to keep in shape, but with the way things have been so far, with Kreese having a fight in every season he's been in, I suspect we'll see some sort of fight with Terry Silver involved, especially with Kreese mentioning the fact that they're not the only ones teaming up. Last but not least, we're at the scene of Daniel and Amanda right after the events of December 19th, and presumably either after the first day of class or before it, where Amanda is concerned about the safety of the family is on the line at the All Valley. Now, this could be information we already know given the end of Season 3, but considering how this scene comes right after Terry Silver is training, it is likely that the stakes could be raised even higher, and there is another part of the agreement between Daniel, Johnny, and Kreese that could get unveiled during Season 4. All in all, I love the skit and the new teaser with the news of the release date of Season 4. With Terry Silver back in the picture, will Cobra Kai win? Or will Daniel and Johnny find balance between their dojos to defeat them? Only time will tell as we fast approach the end of 2021. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What's your favorite part of the newest teaser? If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting, as these all help my channel grow. Also, big shout out to my Twitch subs. Thank you so much for the support. Your support means a lot and helps this channel grow. My new streaming schedule on Twitch is Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and Mondays and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for watching. Stay beautiful, stay awesome, and we'll catch you around next time.